Hey guys, welcome to the MTB Garage. My name is Sean. This is my new 2021 Giant Talon 4. While it's a great entry-level bike, it could use a few upgrades before we actually hit the trails with it. I have a bunch of old parts lying around, so in today's video we're going to be tearing this thing down and upgrading pretty much everything on it. And hopefully this video will give you some ideas for how to upgrade your entry-level mountain bike. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified about future content. I'm also super excited to announce that we have a new MTB Garage merch store, so if you want to support the channel, click the link down in the description and grab a t-shirt.
So I picked up this Talon from my local bike shop and the MSRP was $500. And for that price, you actually get a lot of bike for the money. This thing is perfect for anyone looking to get into mountain biking on a budget, or even as a second bike for someone that already has a full suspension. I purchased this bike with the intent to use it as a commuter bike as well as a backup bike for when my intense primer is getting worked on.
So the first thing that we're going to be replacing on this bike is going to be the fork. This original fork is super heavy, it doesn't have a lot of adjustments, and it's coil sprung. So I'm going to be swapping it out for this Manitou fork that I've had for a while. It's air sprung, so I can adjust it to my weight. It's got a lockout plus rebound adjustment, and it's a lot lighter.
Another change I'm making here is installing a shorter stem. This bike is actually a size extra large, which is a little bit too big for me. So shortening the stem will bring the reach down and make it more comfortable. Once the stem is installed, I'm throwing on a new set of Renthal handlebars. These are 800mm wide and have a 40mm rise.
So this bike came with mechanical disc brakes, and while they're okay, hydraulic would be a much better choice. Unfortunately, I was not able to get my hands on a set of hydraulic disc brakes for this video, so we're going to stick with the mechanicals for right now, but I'm going to upgrade the rotor size from 160 to 180. Now going with the larger rotors is going to give us more power as well as reduced brake fade.
So in order to upgrade to larger rotors, we also have to install brake adapters. Brake adapters raise or lower the brake caliper depending on what rotor size you want, and your local bike shop should have these on hand. Well, I actually installed the brake levers too soon. The shifter usually goes on the inside and the lever goes on the outside. Next, I am running new housing for the rear derailleur. I prefer to run the Shimano SP41 housing. It runs really smooth and helps improve shift quality. After the housing is installed, I'm moving on to the bottom bracket and cranks. Next up, I'm going to throw on some new tires. This bike came with Maxxis Icons, but for today's ride I wanted something more burly, so I chose to go with the Schwalbe Hansdampf 2.35.
So one of the biggest upgrades that we're going to be doing on this bike is changing out the drivetrain. Now we're going to be actually sticking with the 2x system because I'm going to be doing a lot of different things with this bike and I need a lot of gear range. So instead of the 2x7, we're going to be switching to a 2x10 with a wide range cassette in the back. So the tooth count here in the front is 38/28 and in the back is 11/42. Plenty of range to do everything from commuting on the road to grinding up some of the steep pitches on my local trails.
Once the new drivetrain is installed and tuned, it's time to move on to adjusting the brakes. With mechanical disc brakes, not only do you have to line up the calipers so that the rotor doesn't rub, but also you have to adjust cable tension so that the levers engage correctly. So this can take quite a bit of back and forth adjustment. From here, just a few odds and ends to button up. I decided to throw on some Crank Brothers mallet clipless pedals so that my feet stay locked to the bike when I'm bouncing down the trail. Some new ODI lock-on grips. A quick check of the lever position, and a final bolt check will complete this build. So here it is, my new fully upgraded Giant Talon 4. With just some old parts that I had laying around, we took this thing from a basic hardtail and turned it into a versatile and shred-worthy trail bike. Now that the build is done, I'm going to get my riding gear on and head out to the trails. For today's ride, we decided to do a quick loop at Laguna Coast Wilderness here in SoCal, and the trails did not disappoint. This ride was really starting off great until...
Oh man, they got me.
Did you just crash?
No, this branch hooked on my GoPro. Oh man.
Did it throw you off the bike?
No, it just like caught me and then my bike kept going. Oh man, you gotta watch out for those. All right.
How'd it do?
Yeah, really good. I definitely need to get a dropper post.
Yeah.
Going old school for right now. going, man? Nice bike. Or a unicycle. Yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. Hope this video gave you some ideas for upgrading your entry-level mountain bike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified about future content. Also, if you want to support the channel, check out the MTB Garage merch store. Link is down in the description. Pick up a t-shirt or sweatshirt or even a fanny pack. There's all kinds of good stuff on there. And it really helps us to put out more awesome MTB content. Thanks for watching, and hey, let's ride again next week.
Ring! My chain doth fall off.